Ahoy, Captains! It's Baz again with another video from World of Warships Legends. And today we have another Let's Play video for you. We're in the Wisconsin. This is the American Tier 8 Premium Battleship, and we're in a game of domination on the map Trap. And the very first thing I want to point out is look at our spawn. Look at what we got to work with here. It's just us and a cruiser, and we're in front of the Charlie Cap. But we're not going to freak out. We're not going to abandon this flank like most players do. We're certainly not going to charge straight into the cap. That's also another stupid thing I see quite often. Partially blame that on those secondary hit missions or the ribbon missions. But anywho, if you get a spawn like this, don't panic, man. Just don't panic. Play your side. Take what the game gives you, because playing your side is going to help your team win. And in this example, we're actually going to have a great personal game. And this should serve case in point as to why you should never, ever abandon your side. And we're about to be rewarded for our patience here. Our destroyer from the middle spawn there is coming over to our side. I don't blame him for not going up the middle. He is the only destroyer, and this is a carrier match. But he's spotting the Pizarski for us, and we spanked him real nicely for the first salvo there. I don't know what this Pizarski's doing. I think he's one of these kids that doesn't know the buttons. He probably got that ship out of a crate or something. I don't know. But we'll take it. Couple of citadels and our first kill of the match. And we're able to use our reload booster there for the first time this match. The infinite reload booster, might I add. Which is a first for Legends and unique to this ship and this ship alone. Now that doesn't mean that you can use it constantly. It does have I think a 3-minute cooldown, which of course with skills you can lower it a little bit. But essentially you're looking at using it probably a maximum of 4 times realistically. But I still think that is super powerful because you don't have to conserve them. It's not like other ships where you got 1 or 2 and you got to think, okay, maybe I want to save this for a more important time. But with the Wisconsin, no way, man. Use it and abuse it. Use that sucker as many times as you can. And I hate to say it, but that kind of means this ship is a little bit brain dead to play. You don't got to be all that bright to have success in it. You could even be a terrible player and still have success in it. Still got to be experienced, you know, it is tier 8 after all. Still can't be just sailing around broadside with your eyes closed. Right now in this match, we got a couple of battleships here kiting and bow tanking us. So it's actually a good time to get our commander up on the screen. We're going with AL New Jersey, and she's inspired by Cunningham and Iachino. We're using all the offensive skills, including her unique skill. That's the one that increases your citadel damage and also reduces your dispersion. Combine that with their base trait, which increases the damage of your shells that travel over 10 kilometers. And you got yourself here a damage-dealing sniper build. This ship is insanely accurate as it is. You add artillery plotting room to the mix, and those inspirations. And this thing's chucking laser beams all over the map. Really, that's all there is to it. Now, this was only our second match in this ship. So I was experimenting a little bit with the bow tanking FTG using HE. But even though this ship only has 406s for its guns, I think you're going to be using AP, you know, I would say 95% of the time. Sorry, just had to change rooms there quickly. Things might sound a little bit different because of that. There was a flatbed truck dropping off dumpsters outside and clanging and banging and shit. Things a YouTuber's got to deal with, I'm telling ya. First world problems. All right, so we're talking about the shells of the Wisconsin. So it's an Iowa class battleship. So in this game, the shell arcs are a little flatter than the typical American battleships shell arcs that you'll see. I always compare the Iowa to the Alabama. You know, the Massachusetts as well. Those ships will fire their shells a little higher, a little less flat, And for that reason, I feel like you have a lot more success when you play those ships way further back. Because then you can get plunging fire through the decks of battleships. I have some old videos of myself, I think in the Alabama it is, citadeling Gneisenau's from like 17, 18 kilometers away as the shells are going through their deck armor and bypassing their horizontal turtleback armor. But when it comes to ships like the Iowa class, and we got the Missouri, we got the AL New Jersey, and now the Wisconsin at Tier 8, the shell arcs are going to be a lot flatter, and so you're going to get a little bit better results when you're a little closer. So we've demonstrated right there with that nice little salvo against the Hawk. So though worth 19,000 in damage. Let's get that reload booster going again. Why not? It's already cooled down. I don't know why, but that Hawk is sailing flat broadside for us. What a beauty. So confident in that shot that we're already lining up our next target. That's our second sinking of the match. We're up over 100,000 in damage now. And we still got more than half a match to go. And this one's shaping up to be a tight one too. One of our flanks is completely dead, and one of their flanks is completely dead, so yeah, it's tight. We got the one cap there a little sooner than they got the alpha cap. They just turned it. And now we're going to do our part. We're going to try and help cap the center cap. We got a broadside Albemarle here. Pretty sure you can guess what's going to happen to him. He's going to get lucky on the first one. He turned in just in time. Good for him. But he ain't going to turn in on the second salvo. Look at them laser beams. Through to the target, and that's our third sinking of the match. We also helped get the assisted cap there, so we're cruising right along now. We're up in points, but I don't know what the hell our team decides to do. And pretty soon here, they're going to start dropping like flies. We're just able to avoid missing that island there. Maneuverability is definitely not the Wisconsin strong suit. None of these Iowa-class battleships have good maneuverability. Speed's okay, you know, they can get chugging along. But when it comes to tight spaces, this thing's got a little bit of claustrophobia. Speaking of which, I don't like being in this position, being right dead center here. The complete focus of their entire team, you know. If some of those ships that aren't spotted right now start pushing our flanks, we could get ourselves into a nasty crossfire. So I want to get out of here. I want to be the flanker. So we're going to do a little bit of a risky maneuver here. We're going to sail a little bit flat broadside to get out of there. Take a little bit of incoming fire from the Massachusetts, but luckily we calculated correctly, and you know, they were reversing, retreating a bit. So we're able to get away with that one. Now their destroyer's up on the screen there, the Elbing. He proves to be a big pain in our ass. Or I should say our team's ass. I don't know how he got away with that one. That was a great shot. He must have that magical minus 40% incoming shell dispersion buff. He takes care of our destroyer, so now we're in actually a little bit of trouble here. We just lost another ship. Like I said, our team decides that they want to start throwing this match. So we got ourselves some carrying to do. Alright, so be it. Now here's the enemy Bismarck. I don't know where he was hiding the whole match, but we flushed him out of hiding. And you know what? We got a reload booster back again. Hello, Massachusetts. Wait your turn. Bismarck, you're first. You get a couple shells. Massachusetts, back turrets for you. First shell gets us a Confederate medal. Fourth sinking of the match. Rear turret of justice gets us the double strike and the Kraken Unleashed. Hoo-wee, we're cooking with gas now. That's the beauty of that reload booster. That's why this bloody ship is so powerful. I'm going to go on record as saying it's probably one of the best ships that's been released this year so far. I'll tell you that for free. Now we got a John Bart in front of us, and he turns us into a Gascon or a Champagne. I'm not really sure. Probably the Champagne. Shit. So that really neuters our ability to really have a banger of a match here. Our friendly Turpitz takes out the John Bart. Not before he knocks out another one of our turrets. Now we only got one functional turret. We got a ways to go until we get that front one back. But we're not going to use our damage control party with that frickin' carrier, and the destroyer still lurking here. But I didn't notice it before that our turrets got knocked out. All of a sudden, our second super firing turret just got blacked out there. I'm not really sure what the deal with that is, if that's possibly a weakness of the Wisconsin. But it definitely prevented us from getting a 6th kill, I'll tell you that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the most exciting part of the video. Being harassed by a carrier. Exhilarating gameplay. It's a wonder why this game isn't on the top of the charts. Oh my god. Well, he got a flood on us with his torps the first time. Bombers don't really got to worry about, but I can see where he's launching his planes from, so I'm headed in that direction. Finally, our carrier spots the destroyer. I was worried about getting torched by him, so I was trying to use these islands as cover. Man, this guy can launch his planes right quick. There he is, a Graf Zeppelin. So we're gonna get our 2 remaining turrets on him. Cross our fingers, hope to die. And look at that, he gets 3 more torps on us. Another flood, and knocks out our engine. And that's our match. Now we just gotta hope that our dumbass carrier, who is charging the destroyer, I don't know what in God's name he's thinking. I'm gonna hope that he somehow pulls out this match. And I did not have any confidence in him whatsoever. This frickin' Elbing is taking pot shots at us. There's nothing we can do now, except stick our head between our legs and kiss our ass goodbye. And now it really is in the hands of our carrier. We're up on points. We're even in caps, but the destroyer is about to flip the Bravo cap, so it's gonna be tight. And I can see our carrier now. He is chugging towards the middle of the map. What in the hell are you thinking, carrier player? My goodness. And so I'm about to send him a message. Get back, you idiot. Oh my goodness. Well, let's talk about the Wisconsin while we're wrapping up here. I'm going to fast forward the video pretty soon. So you don't got to worry about having to watch every single second of the match. But yeah, the Wisconsin, commissioned in 1944, participated in World War II, yada yada yada, and now it's a museum ship. So you can actually visit the Wisconsin in Norfolk, Virginia, of all places. I guess that's a big naval town. Sorry, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure it's a cool place. You know, it'd probably be a big pain in the ass to actually sail that thing through the Great Lakes and make it to Wisconsin, so yeah. But there you go. Our idiot carrier was able to figure things out and escape the clutches of the deadly Elbing. But hey, that battle could have went either way. We were able to pull out the victory by the skin of our teeth, and we ended that match with 198,000 in damage, the 5 sinkings, Kraken Unleashed medal, Double Strike medal, Confederate medal, and the High Caliber medal. We're finishing at the top of the leaderboard with 3,334 base XP. 1 XP too many if you ask me. And that leaderboard leaves a lot to be desired, I tells ya. Lots of unimpressive scores there. But at least the teams are evenly matched, and that's my biggest complaint about this friggin' game right now. Yeah, Wisconsin, if you don't have it yet, rush out and get it. She's a good one. I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you could, hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, take care of yourselves and do what makes you happy.